The subway platform at East Hollow smelled like burnt coffee and old regret. Nadia Ose was leaning against a graffiti-tagged pillar, missing her stop on purpose. She did it sometimes. Just rode until the city felt smaller. She was wearing a cropped brown leather jacket over a white-fitted long-sleeve, baggy cargo pants in forest green cuffed above beat-up tan boots, and a knit bucket hat pulled low over her locks. Her gold hoop earrings caught the flickering fluorescent light. She had a canvas tote bag on one shoulder and a half-eaten granola bar in her hand. She looked unbothered. She was not. The platform was almost empty at 11:47 p.m. when the train lurched to a stop and the doors jammed open. A guy stumbled out, clearly not planning to. He caught himself on the same pillar she was leaning on. Their hands almost touched. He looked up. Rayan Siddiqui was 29, wearing a dark navy puffer vest over a fitted cream thermal, black joggers, and clean white low-top sneakers with a small red logo. His jaw was tense, his eyes were tired in a way that had nothing to do with sleep, and there was a faint scar on his left brow that looked old and forgotten. He had a phone in his hand that kept buzzing. He kept ignoring it. Wrong stop? Nadia asked, not because she cared. Just because the silence was loud. Right stop, he said. Wrong life. She blinked. That's a lot for a Tuesday. He almost smiled. Almost. You always ride the subway at midnight for fun? Sometimes you just need to go nowhere, she said. Clears the head. He looked at her like that was the most specific thing anyone had said to him in months. His phone buzzed again. He finally looked at it. Something shifted in his face. Not sadness. Something colder. I need to ask you something weird, he said. Nadia tilted her head. Okay. I need someone to show up with me somewhere tomorrow. Just for a few hours. He paused. As my person. The granola bar crinkled in her grip. Your person. My family thinks I have been with someone for 2 years. His voice stayed flat. She left 4 months ago. Nobody knows. Nadia stared at him for a long second. The train behind them hummed. A pigeon landed nearby and immediately left. That is actually kind of a lot, she said. I know. And you are asking a stranger on a subway platform. You are the first person tonight who did not make me feel worse just by existing, he said. That counts for something. Nadia looked down at her boots. Back up at him. The lights flickered once. What time? She asked. His exhale was almost shaky. 7. I want the full story first, she said. Every single part of it. He nodded. No negotiation. No pitch. Just yes. And the train behind him finally closed its doors and pulled away, like it was done waiting too. Ryan's apartment was on the 4th floor of a building that had seen better decades. The elevator was broken. The stairwell smelled like someone's grandmother's cooking. Inside his place, it was clean in a disciplined way, the kind of clean that happens when someone has too much control over small things because the big things are gone. Dark gray couch. Books stacked by color. One framed photo turned face down on the shelf. Nadia noticed the photo immediately. She did not mention it. She sat across from him at a small kitchen table while he made tea she did not ask for, and he told her everything. His mom had been sick for a year and a half. His family was visiting from out of town, his aunts and cousins and his grandmother who had one request: meet the girl he kept mentioning. He had been talking about Priya to keep his mom calm during treatments. A fictional version of Priya, the real one had been perfectly fine with the lie until she was not. She left because of this? Nadia asked. She left because I used her as emotional armor for my family and never actually let her in, he said. He set a mug in front of Nadia. Figured that out a little late. Nadia wrapped both hands around the mug. And now you need a replacement armor. No. His voice was firm. I need someone to just exist beside me for 3 hours so my mom does not spend her energy worrying about me. That is it. Nadia looked at him steadily. What do I need to know? Her name was Priya. We met at a design conference. She likes vintage jewelry and hates mushrooms. You can make the rest up. My family will not quiz you hard. And if they do? Then we figure it out, he said. Together. That word landed somewhere strange in Nadia's chest. She ignored it. They spent 2 hours going over details. Somewhere around 1 a.m. she found out he designed accessible tech for people with visual impairments. Somewhere around 2 a.m. she told him she was a junior architect who had not slept properly since her firm put her on a project she hated. He laughed once, genuinely, and she felt it like a small shock. At the door she paused. The photo on your shelf. The one that is face down. He was quiet for a second. My dad. He passed 2 years ago. She nodded. Did not push. I will see you at 7, she said. He nodded. And the way he looked at her, not like she was saving him, but like she was just real, made her chest do something inconvenient all the way down 4 flights of stairs. The dinner was in a brownstone in the north end of the city. Warm light from the windows. The smell of cardamom and something slow-cooked drifting into the hallway. Nadia was wearing a deep rust-colored satin blouse tucked into wide-leg cream trousers with strappy brown-heeled sandals. Her locks were pinned up loosely with a gold clip, 2 pieces framing her face. Small pearl earrings. Simple. Put together without trying too hard. She looked like someone who belonged anywhere. Rayan was beside her in a fitted charcoal blazer over a white button-down, dark slim trousers and leather loafers. He smelled like cedar. He opened the front door and touched the small of her back for exactly 1 second to guide her in. Her spine remembered it. His mom, Amara, was smaller than Nadia expected. She was in a chair near the window with a blanket across her lap and eyes that saw everything. She looked at Nadia for a long moment before she smiled, and the smile was the kind that does not perform. She is beautiful, Amara said to Rayan. I know, he said. And he said it so naturally Nadia almost believed it. The ants were warm and loud and wanted to feed everyone immediately. A cousin named Dara kept asking Nadia questions about architecture and genuinely seemed interested. For the first stretch, it was fine. Better than fine. It felt easy in a way Nadia had not expected. Then one of the ants, the sharp-eyed one called Fatu, leaned across the table and said, Priya. Your family is from? Nadia's chest locked. Rayan's hand found hers under the table. My mother's side is Ghanaian, Nadia said calmly. My dad is Nigerian. But I did not grow up with the name Priya. That is a nickname Rayan uses. She looked at him with completely steady eyes. He always finds ways to rename the people he likes. Rayan's thumb pressed once, lightly, against her knuckle. Barely a movement. It felt enormous. Aunt Fatu seemed satisfied. The conversation moved. Later, when the dishes were being cleared, Amara gestured for Nadia to sit beside her. The room hummed around them. You are not what I pictured, Amara said quietly. Nadia stayed still. Is that okay? It is better. Amara's eyes were tired but sharp. He talks different around you. Looser. She paused. He has been carrying so much alone. Nadia looked down at her hands. Back up. He does not have to. It was not a lie. That was what scared her. On the way out, Rayan said nothing for half a block. Then, you covered for me perfectly. I know, she said. That last thing you said to her. I meant it, Nadia said. And she walked ahead of him before her face could do anything she could not take back. Neither of them noticed Dara standing on the stoop, watching them go, phone in hand. The article went up at 9 a.m. A lifestyle blog. Small but connected. The headline read, Tech Wunderkind Rayan Siddiqui spotted with mystery woman at family gathering, but who is she really? Below it was a photo taken from the stoop and a paragraph of information that was specific enough to be intentional. It mentioned the name Priya. It mentioned the mismatch. It asked questions it already knew the answer to. Nadia saw it because a colleague texted her a screenshot with a question mark. She called Rayan. He picked up on the first ring. I just saw it. Your cousin. A pause. Yes. Why? Nadia's voice was even. Which was worse than if it was not. Dara runs that blog. She has been trying to break something real about our family for 2 years. She thinks it gets her credibility. His voice went flat and cold. I did not think she would go this far. Rayan. Nadia sat down on her kitchen counter. Your mom is going to see this. She already did. The words came out like something broke behind them. Her nurses saw it first. Someone showed her. She called me 20 minutes ago. Nadia went quiet. She did not ask if it was fake, he said. She asked if I was okay. That broke something loose in Nadia's throat that she refused to acknowledge. What did you tell her? Nothing yet. His voice cracked, then caught itself. I am standing outside her hospital and I cannot figure out what the right thing is. Go in, Nadia said. Tell her the truth. All of it. She is going to think I lied to protect her. You did. Nadia. Rayan. She is your mom. She already knows you. She has always known you. Her voice was steady in a way she was using all of herself to hold. Go in. The line was quiet for 15 seconds. Will you come? He asked. She closed her eyes. Opened them. Looked at her ceiling. Yes. She told herself it was just the right thing to do. She almost believed it. She was pulling on her jacket when her own phone rang. A number she did not recognize. She answered. Hi. A woman's voice. Calm and clear. My name is Priya. The real one. We need to talk about Rayan. Priya Anand was composed in the way people get after they have already cried everything out. She met Nadia at a coffee shop 2 blocks from the hospital. She was wearing a camel coat over a black turtleneck, natural hair pulled back, small reading glasses pushed up on her head. She looked like someone who had built her life on purpose. I am not here to start anything, Priya said. She wrapped both hands around her cup. I want you to know why I left. You do not owe me that, Nadia said. I know. I owe it to him. She paused. He is a good person who does not know how to let people stay. He keeps everyone just close enough not to lose them and just far enough not to need them. I spent a year trying to get past that wall. Her eyes were clear. I do not think he built the wall on purpose. But I think you might be the first person he has stopped guarding against. Nadia looked at her coffee. We just met. I know what I saw in that photo, Priya said simply. I dated him for 2 years and he never looked at me like that. The coffee shop hummed. A kid at the next table laughed about something. The city outside the window kept going. Why are you telling me this? Nadia asked. Because someone should. Priya stood, buttoned her coat. Do not make him carry it alone. She left without looking back. Nadia sat there for 3 minutes. Then she went to the hospital. She walked into Amara's room. Rayan was already there, sitting in the chair pulled close to his mother's bed. He looked up when Nadia came in. Something in his face went softer and more wrecked at the same time. Amara looked at Nadia with those eyes that saw everything. He told me, she said. All of it. Nadia stayed in the doorway. I am sorry. For the confusion. Do not be. Amara's voice was thin but steady. Sit down. Nadia sat. I have one thing to say, Amara said. She looked between the two of them. I did not need a girlfriend. I needed to know he had someone who showed up. She looked at Nadia. You showed up. The room was quiet. Rayan's jaw moved. He did not speak. Nadia reached across and touched Amara's hand once. Briefly. Then she looked at Rayan. I am not going to pretend I know what this is, she said. Low, just for him. Neither am I, he said. But I am not going anywhere. She held his gaze. That is what I know. His exhale was slow, quiet, the kind that releases something that has been held a long time. He did not smile. He did not have to. He just looked at her like she was the most solid thing in the room. Amara closed her eyes. On her face was the expression of someone who had gotten exactly what she actually needed. Outside the window, the city went on being the city. Loud and indifferent and beautiful. Inside that room there were two people sitting inside the beginning of something neither of them had a name for yet. And for once, that was enough. The end.